Thanks.
All right, now let's bring in Georgia Congressman and co-chair of the Community Pharmacy Caucus, Buddy Carter, who joins us from Atlanta. Congressman, welcome to the show. It's good to see you, sir. As a pharmacist, as a lawmaker, there's a lot of reaction around how this was leaked, why it was leaked. Talk to us about your opinion on it and what this actually affects in the justice system.
Well, first of all, let's talk about the leak. This is something that's got to be investigated. I mean, this is a breach of confidence here. We cannot have Supreme Court justices making opinions based on intimidation and fear. That's not the way that this can work. So as far as the leak goes, this is very, very serious, and it should be investigated. I hope that Chief Justice Roberts does call for an investigation, or that someone calls for an investigation, because it should be looked into. Now, as far as the ruling itself, I applaud the ruling. And I will tell you that in all due respect to Justice Alito, who feels like it should have never been made, at the very least, Roe versus Wade is outdated. Since that time, we have had scientific advances that have taught us more about the humanity of the unborn child. We now know, as we didn't know before, we now know that at 6 weeks you can have a heartbeat. We know at 15 weeks that that a child sucks their thumb, that they have eye sockets and eyebrows, and that most importantly they can feel pain. All that leads us to have to overturn this, and I cannot applaud the Supreme Court enough for what they've done here.
So, Congressman, I want to get your take on this as a pharmacist, because we are seeing that now abortion pills becoming a more hotly contested and big conversation about what's happening. About half of abortions happen from abortion pills right now. Vice Media is under fire because they tweeted this article out about how you can make your own abortion pills using a medicine that treats ulcers in horses. I mean, this is the same news outlet that attacked people who used ivermectin as a COVID treatment. But as a pharmacist, I mean, how dangerous is it to be making these pills readily available, or for people to be making them themselves?
Absolutely, it is dangerous, and it should not be done. I cannot encourage people enough. Please don't follow these directions. Don't do this. Look, we've dealt with this in pharmacy for many years. We had there is a drug, Solandac, that's used for arthritis, that we would get prescriptions for one pill, and we knew what it was for. It was for abortion, and we wouldn't dispense it. We refused to dispense it. We refused in our pharmacies, the ones that I own, to carry Plan B because we knew what it was for. It was for essentially abortion, and I'm not going to have any part of that. And I would encourage people, please don't take any medicine, anything, unless you get it from a pharmacist that you trust and someone that you know. Don't take anything you get off the internet. I mean, with all the problems we got with fentanyl in our society right now, coming across that southern border, and drugs are laced with fentanyl, you never know what you're going to be getting over the internet. This is very, very dangerous.
Yeah, such a great point with the fentanyl. I do, before we let you go, want to get your reaction to this. Senator Dick Durbin essentially said that abortion will become Democrats' main focus. Listen.
The election in this November is going to be a referendum on privacy and your rights to freedom as an American. They don't want to make that the case. They want it to be, oh, it's inflation. It's something at the border.
How does this affect Republicans in the midterms? Only about 30 seconds left with you, Congressman.
Well, first of all, inflation, the border, crime, all of those things. Foreign affairs, yes, they are the issues that people care about. Abortion will play a role in this upcoming election, but I think that people understand that this is the right decision, that it should be the decision left up to the states, that the federal government, that unelected judges should not be dictating what should be done. It should be done by citizens. They are the ones who should be making these kind of decisions.
All right, Congressman Buddy Carter, appreciate your time this evening. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.